Kaiseki Anime, where we air new episodes every other week. Kaiseki covers currently airing anime, older series and recently, and other relevant topics for the season. I'm your host Marina of the blog Anime BNB, and with me is my co-host Draggle of the cleverly titled Draggle's Anime Blog.
This week, we discuss Champignon Witch and Journal with Witch. So it's Witch Week.
Yes!
It's too bad Witch Watch is over, or we could have done a 3.
Honestly, there are so many great witch anime, but I feel like these two in particular are gems that we've gotten this season that we're really lucky to have.
Yeah, this whole season is spectacular.
It really is. But these two in particular, like, not only do they pair well thematically for our purposes, right? But they are just really strong.
Yeah. Should we start with Champignon Witch?
Yeah.
So Champignon Witch, it's about a witch, and she grows mushrooms everywhere, and everyone is terrified of her because she's poisonous. But actually, she's like sucking all the poison out and making the mushrooms eat it.
So she's doing a good service, and they don't even know.
Yeah, and she's so cute. How could anyone hate her?
She is. Because she's a black witch, and those are evil, don't you know?
Exactly. So we get to learn about the black witches. There's like white witches who want to hunt them down. But then she rescued the white witch who was stabbed. Gasp.
I don't even know if he's actually a white witch. I think he was a prince.
Oh, really? I thought he was a prince and a white witch. But I
have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, he's very innocent, and now she's taking care of him. But he's going to bring about the end of the world. So the other black witches want her to kill him, but she refused. Because she was also an end of the world. But fortunately, she learned magic, so she's no longer the end of the world.
So she believes that she can do the same thing for him too, right? She can save him by teaching him how to use magic and how to not absorb all that darkness and become the end of all things.
I'm not sure she's thinking about it that logically, but I
think she is. I think that's why she just wants to rescue him, right?
Exactly.
But I think in her mind is, it worked for me, it should work for him.
Yeah, I think so. But I think she would have rescued him either way.
Yeah, for sure.
That's her excuse.
That's just how she is. I think she's just a good person.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is a 12-episode TV series, so single core, we'll be done with this. And given the style of storytelling that it is, I kind of don't really see it being anything more than a single core. What do you think?
No, there's no way.
Yeah, I just think, because we're going to watch him questionably grow up, although it's interesting how they talk about how every time that he has to cleanse something, right, he loses parts of his memory, and he doesn't age, which is going to be detrimental. Like, how is he going to ever grow up, or is he just going to be a boy forever?
It's a good question.
Yeah. And this originally comes from a manga, so there is source material to follow. Have you read the manga?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I feel like this is something that you would have enjoyed reading, honestly.
I probably would have, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just really curious if the art style between the manga and the anime are similar, because that's something I have been enjoying as well in this. Is it's very like hand-drawn watercolor kind of style to it that I am really appreciating.
Yeah, it has a great style. Everything in the show, it feels very ephemeral, I guess.
Yeah.
Like she could just fade away. Everything is very
organic feeling. I feel like it really suits the overall theme of like all of these witches who are sort of a part of nature, right? And their purpose there is to sort of purify nature. Not that other people know that.
Right.
And I can't really see it. It has a very like fairy tale-esque style, that something that would be a little shinier for art style or animation, I don't think would suit as well as what we have now.
Yes. I think impermanent was the word I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It has that feeling of you of impermanence.
Yeah. Like, she might die tomorrow, and that's fine.
Honestly, I don't even know how old she is, because she looks young, right?
Right.
But time seems to be not an issue for these witches.
Yeah, it has a very fairy tale feeling to it, where like things like that don't even matter. So
I don't know, because I had asked you about the manga, right? Had you ever read other manga like Swan Lake or Gaku and Alice?
I feel like I've heard of Gaku and Alice. I
Yeah.
might have started it or something. I might have read it even, but it was a while ago.
It's from the same creator, apparently. Tachibana Higuchi wrote both of those, and then Gaku and Alice did become an anime, and I've never read it or seen the anime, so I was just curious if you did.
Is this the one where, like, she goes to a school? I realize that's every anime.
That's like, that sounds really generic, but it sounds like, what the title implies. Yes, she goes to school.
Okay,
and since I haven't read it or seen it.
Up. Oh, fuck yeah, I read Gaku and Alice. This was a good one.
Fuck yeah? Fuck yeah, you said.
Yeah, I really like Gaku and Alice.
Okay, great. Yeah, because even the character designs look kind of similar, don't they?
They do, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Gaku and Alice was like a long time ago, too.
Yes.
Okay, wait, the anime was in 2004. The manga started in 2002.
Which is so funny to imagine like the 2000s as like a long time ago, but in reality now it is.
2002 was 24 years ago.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Can you blame us for not remembering whether or not we've seen these things, right?
Yeah. I feel justified in not remembering if I had read Gaku and Alice, even though I loved Gaku and Alice.
So now you remember your love for it, and now you're like, this makes sense why I love this so much.
Yes. As soon as I saw the picture of Alice and her friends, I was like, oh yeah, I read Gaku and Alice.
Yeah. So your first impressions of this show compared to where we are now, which is about, I think there's 7 episodes out now, so we're almost done. So has your opinion of this show changed much?
I think I might have actually only watched 6 episodes, but no, it has completely lived up to the first episode, which was also great. Mm-hmm. Usually, like, things fade off. This one, it's very consistent.
I feel the same way. Although when I was reading around online, for example, like Reddit, it does seem like some people thought there were parts that dragged, particularly when they had like the cancel of witches at her house. But I actually thought that was fascinating.
I thought that was one of the best parts.
Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? I mean, I know they're standing around talking, but they're so interesting to look at, and just their differences with one another kind of was cracking me up.
Yeah. I think my favorite episode was the one that like led from that episode. The one with the cat witch.
Oh my gosh. Following that, right? Because I was like, wow, these other witches, they're kind of, some of them are kind of jerks, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like ones who just seem to kind of like her. And I don't really know why, because we don't know their history with one another. But then when they like mention the cat witch and then we see like the spirit of the cat witch vote for her, right? You're like, oh, that's cool. They must have been good friends. And then you actually see what the cat witch was like. And I was like, wow, she was a horrible person at the start. But then, oh, my heart during that episode
destroyed me. Oh my
gosh. I felt a lot of stuff watching this, right? Like I was sad seeing Luna desperate to really like make contact with people, but because she can't touch them, right? And then the way that they, like even the people who are the nicest to her, like the bookseller, right? Like how the second she walks away, he's like sanitizing everything, which I understand where he's coming from, but that's still hurtful, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then for her to have that sort of connection with that boy, Henry, I already thought that was so sad.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, just like the way they came together, not once, but twice. And then how he wanted to stay with her, but then she wanted to not hurt him anymore. She wanted the best for him. And I was like, this is so sad. And then we get to the cat witch. And I was like, no, this is so sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's only going to get more sad.
Of course, because like she's basically raising this child now, right? Like she's basically the child's mom. Right. She can't touch the boy hardly at all. Yeah. I'm scared that it's not going to end well.
Yeah, I feel like it won't either.
I don't know who's going to survive to the end, if it's going to be the boy or her. Prediction, someone's going to die.
I would not be surprised. But it's going to be beautiful. We're going to cry no matter what.
Yeah. And I feel like it's only suitable because like we're with the black witches, right? Who have been completely vilified by everyone else, including the white witches, which is like kind of ridiculous that the white witches are going against their own fellow magic users, probably to protect themselves.
Yeah.
You know who we haven't mentioned whatsoever?
Her cute pets.
Oh, well, yeah, of course them. I don't even know what they are. Are they familiars? Are they just magical creatures that she's befriended? Are they her pets? Like, what are they?
I think they usually call them familiars, but it doesn't seem much different from either of the other categories.
Well, what's interesting to me is that, like, typically I would think of a familiar, from what I've seen in this show, as being something that is more obviously related. So I would have thought that, like, those little mushrooms are her familiars, you know? But she treats them more sort of like dolls.
She has that cow.
Yeah.
And then she has the cat, which now I'm like, oh my God.
I think the cat belonged to the cat witch, right?
Yes, the cat belonged to the cat witch.
Yeah.
Cat witch.
And it's cute because, like, yes, the cow is Minos, which of course is very suitable. Merino, like merino wool, is like the little lamb.
Oh, I
like,
had
they're
missed that.
so adorable.
But why is Minos suitable? What's Minos?
Was that Greek mythology with like the
Minotaur?
The Minotaur?
Yeah, you're right.
That's where I'm getting that from.
Okay, it does kind of look like a minotaur. It has like that nose ring, right?
Yeah, and remember they get big. They're not always small. They'll grow, and he's the cow that she brings into the town.
Right,
so yeah.
Right. Why do I associate minotaurs with nose rings? Now that I think about it,
because they're often depicted with the big ring between
the
septum ring, right?
Okay, that's cool.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why. But for you to bring up familiars, that was what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Claude, the crow.
Oh, yeah. He's so funny.
He's a familiar of, I think is it the Bird Witch? I don't remember what the dude's name is, but he's there to watch Luna, right?
Right.
And just the way that he interacts with her is very interesting to me because I feel like he likes her so much that he's a dick to her. Because he's just like so worried about her.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
But I just really like how Liesel is observing them and is like super depressed, thinking, is this crow like abusing Luna? Are they in like this romantic relationship, and is the crow being terrible to her?
Aww.
So they're like this very strange found family that I've been enjoying this season.
Yeah, such a cute show.
It is. With quite a bit of sadness in there that I'm enjoying the pain.
Oh, finally you're on my side with this. You understand.
I do. I mean, I can only take so much of it. If it's interspersed well and the storytelling is strong, like I can handle it. Which is why I don't like shows, at least upon first watching it, I couldn't get, what is it called? To Your Eternity?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was just like a blunt tool bashing you over the head with it. And so I like a little more subtlety.
The new season's really good, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? Like, I haven't seen anything past the first season of that show, To Your Eternity.
Yeah.
And I think it's interspersed a little bit more in Champignon Witch, so it's not all at once.
This is why I dropped the Death Game show. Too much for me.
Really? I didn't think there was so much sadness as it was just like, now I think she's kind of a psycho. But I've only seen like past the second arc, which was multiple episodes.
Okay.
But I was going to say is that this next show that we're going to talk about, which is Journal with Witch, is kind of similar in theme of doing a lot of mixing in just humanity, which obviously has like a lot of grief, a lot of sadness. But even though we have some of that literally every episode, somehow the balance works for me in a way that To Your Eternity never did. I just feel like the characterization and the storytelling is masterful here. Anyway, I just can't stop watching it.
Yeah. Well, I think To Your Eternity is good too, but it does not make me cry to the extent Journal with Witch does.
Which has its own version of a witch who is this novelist. Main character is Makio Kodai, who I think I would call her an introvert. I don't know if she's neurodivergent or anything, but she is very much of a private, reclusive type of personality who struggles to interact with others who don't understand that. And she's sort of estranged from her family, more so from her sister, who passes away at the start of this show, which is what kickstarts her suddenly living with her niece, her sister's daughter. And just sort of their life together, living together.
And I think what a lot of what makes this so special for me is it's not like a stereotypical family like you have in most anime. The mother who died is kind of terrible.
She is in certain ways, but then I feel like it's a very skewed view we're getting of her.
Yeah.
Because even the main character, now there are hints of her wondering, did she really know her sister? Because like her reaction, her super strong reactions to her sister were born from this clashing of understanding of like what is normal, what is acceptable. And I think like even she realizes, based on what she hears from the niece, that maybe she didn't fully know her sister at all. Not that she, should have, because of, that still doesn't excuse some of the bad treatment, right?
Right.
But I feel like even though the sister is cast a little bit as a villain, she's still very human, which is something I appreciate here, is that everyone is sort of displayed in a light that where I can see both sides.
Yeah, she's not like the perfect mother, is what I was getting at.
Right. And I don't think like Makio is not the perfect adult either.
No, of course not.
So Journal of the Witch is also set to be just a single course show with 13 episodes, also with a manga, which I have not read. Have you?
Nope.
I'd almost say like I would wait till this is over to touch the manga because I would be scared of spoiling. Like I'm enjoying the anime so much, especially the visual side of things. The way that they are directing this, I don't want to read the manga, which I'm sure I would just like rip through really quickly.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever bother with the manga. Because this one I'm like, it can't possibly be better than the anime.
Well, you can't say that. I mean, you can feel that way, right? But like you don't know. Like maybe the manga is gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there is a lot of pages of no dialogue, just visuals. Of course, like how we tend to read, we would just like scan it really fast and hurriedly rush to the next page. But
right.
That's what I like about the anime is it forces you to sit in the silence, unless you're the kind of person that watches this in 4 times speed or fast forwards like a fiend.
That should be a crime.
I mean, you watch other shows at 4 times speed, don't you? I'm pretty sure you've told me that.
No, I've never watched anything sped up.
Really? I thought you were the one that like gave me the idea of how like anime viewers will like speed things up to like 2 times or 4 times while they're doing something else.
Oh, no, I just do something else and watch at normal speed. I just don't pay much attention sometimes. This show, I fully pay attention.
It's the type of show, like the director has done such a good job of showing as opposed to just like telling us through the dialogue, right? Or through some narrator, to where you have to keep your eyes on the screen. You have to like watch their expressions, their actions, what they're doing, because that tells even more than when they speak.
So I'm a bit behind on this show. I only watched 3 episodes.
Yeah, I don't want to like talk past that point because I don't want to spoil it for you. It's been so good.
Okay. But I have breakdown crying multiple times every episode.
Have you? Wow.
Especially episode 3 when she made up with her friend. Oh my god.
Oh, you mean where she like she was avoiding her friend's texts and calls,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. That entire scenario about like when her tragedy is sort of aired in front of the school, I was just horrified. I was furious at the teachers. I'm like, what are these monstrous teachers? Are they not human?
Yeah, that was terrible.
And what's even worse is that I can imagine that actually happening.
Totally.
I don't see that as an impossible scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Like every episode, that one in particular has been just extremely moving. And all of the characters have been really interesting. Not just her and the niece, but also like, have you met the dude who comes over, her ex-boyfriend? Makio's ex-boyfriend.
She went to lunch with him, but he didn't come over yet.
Okay.
But he said he was.
I like him a lot.
He said he was going to come over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him too.
He's a good guy. And I like
her
Asa's friend. Her friend is also so wonderful.
Yeah, especially like the kid's reaction to her friend.
Yeah. Oh, and have you met the lawyer yet?
No, I haven't met the lawyer yet.
Okay, he hasn't shown hardly at all, so I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything, but he does like pop up to check on Asa. So that interaction was amusing to me.
You know, I might have met him in the first episode, but I forgot.
He shows up later.
Okay.
And a little bit of a longer section.
Okay.
Yeah. And like it's funny how even if they're just there for a very short amount of time, I feel like there's so much time spent crafting their characters that even with the few words that they say, they come off very memorable.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
the characters are well thought out and carry a lot of
yeah,
weight.
you do.
We just have to watch the episode and we can all cry together and the world will be at peace.
Yeah, we can all cry together, but we can grieve in different ways because not all of us may cry, right? That's another huge topic here is just like the different ways of handling grief or the lack thereof.
Are you not crying every episode like me?
No.
You monster. Oh my gosh.
See, that's the thing. Now you are being the like completely not understanding person for expecting me to cry and then judging me for not crying. That's how I feel like the characters in this show are.
I'm just
when
kidding.
like the whole point, I know you are, but the whole point of like Makio, right, that she's trying to impart to her niece. She's like, we're all human, we're all different, we feel things differently, we experience things differently, and all of those different ways are acceptable.
Yeah. She keeps telling her, like, whatever you feel, that's okay.
Yeah. I really enjoy their relationship.
Except when it's not okay. Like when you're fighting with your friend.
Oh yeah, or when you
really
like
like
yell
that
at
scene.
her when you yell at her too quickly and she like can't process what's happening fast enough. I do feel really bad for the main character when that happens. And when she like asks him to like stop, slow down.
Yeah, I really like the scene where oh god, what's her name?
Makio.
Yeah, when Makio like tells her to try to make up with her friend, and then the niece is like, "You told me it's okay, whatever I feel," and then she's like, "Well, not this time." Then the niece is like, "You're being a hypocrite." She's like, "Yeah, I am being a hypocrite."
That's what she's like so I feel like accepting of just like how conflicting and how yes, hypocritical we humans are. That's just how life is, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And not everything is black and white. It's not going to always be the same.
Yeah. I also really like the scene earlier when she gets the text message from her friend, the niece.
Yeah.
And then she's like debating what to say. And then Makio has like this beautiful explanation of how her text, which was something like, "How are you? I've been thinking about you." Is like how she thought so carefully about this text and how it means so much and how loved she is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this?
I do.
Yeah.
She's right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this whole show is great.
It is. I don't remember how far we are in right now, if it's like 6 or 7 episodes as well, but I'm assuming you're just going to like binge watch the rest of it.
Oh, I need to start keeping up because I can't binge watch this one. I binge watched 2 episodes and then I was like crying for 30 minutes after.
Were you destroyed?
Yeah. That's why I was glad you didn't want to record right after I finished watching and I had like an hour
Time to recover. That's so funny. No, yeah, I understand because this is so heavy, because every episode is packed full of so much. I feel like trying to binge watch this is you are basically asking to destroy yourself. Like just meter it out a little bit, right? Intersperse it with a little bit of joy elsewhere. I mean, there's joy here too.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I have to prepare myself emotionally for this one.
Yeah, and you have to reserve time afterward to recover.
Exactly. Yeah. Champignon Witch is also very beautiful, but it's not as devastating as this one.
And this one, I would say, is definitely up there for me for anime of the season.
Man, I think it's up there for anime of the decade.
Really?
Can't think of anything better at the moment, but
I'd have to go back and like look at some of the titles, just like how quickly my mind just forgets shows of the past, honestly, nowadays, especially with how much we get.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what was another kind of like light bulb moment with this show about why I love this so quickly, so much, is that the director for this is also the director for like Natsume Yujin Show, which I fucking love.
Okay.
The studio, they both worked with that.
Yeah, that one was also quite emotionally impactful one at times.
Yeah. I think because there are so many episodes of that, people kind of like becomes a bit of a blur for some.
Yeah.
But I thought like even that with the multiple seasons, somehow they made every arc of each season extremely impactful to me. And so I'm hoping that, like we've mentioned, that Journal with Witch will stay as a single core because I think it's perfect as it is.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll go longer. It doesn't have the monster format like Natsume Yujincho.
Well, then that one is just like never ending. It has the
Yeah.
potential to be never ending because of all of the monsters, right?
Exactly.
And each one of them having their own stories. This one is a very like self-contained story of her and her niece.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry again. We should just end with us crying.
All right. I will pretend to cry, or at least I'll feel things and not cry while you cry. Tune in again to Kaiseki Anime Podcast 2 weeks from now. Please feel free to send us questions or comments on Blue Sky with hashtag Kaiseki Anime Podcast or on your individual account at Draggle and at Marina B&B.
Listen to and review us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts so we can continue to grow and improve. Thanks for listening. See you next time.